Hey there, crochet friends. Welcome back, or if you're new here, I'm Mo, your crochet companion. Today we're learning 3 simple and seamless ways to join a new color into your crochet projects, or an old color, it doesn't matter. No bulky knots, no awkward gaps, just clean, professional color changes. Why did the yarn get promoted? It knew how to make a seamless transition. And after today, so will you. Let's jump in and learn how to make those color changes smooth and frustration free. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. You don't need any kind of special yarn, but today I'm actually using the I Love This yarn. I was working with this on another project and you'll see it soon. I'm sure you'll probably see that one before you see this one, but anyway, this is what I've been using. It's a sage green and a peach, just so that I have some contrasting colors. Then you're going to need a hook, doesn't matter, whatever you got laying around, scissors, and a needle. So first up, we're going to actually start with a slip stitch join. It's a simple and secure way to start a new color at the beginning of a row or round. So I'm going to go ahead and shove these aside. I actually already worked up a nice little thing here so we can practice on. All I did was do a double crochet foundation row, and then I did my double crochets. Two additional rows of double crochets. So with a slip knot, or excuse me, a slip stitch color change. I call it a slip knot. I don't know why, but anyway, so we're going to actually create a slip knot with our yarn. Get it nice and snug to the back. Now, this is an important part of this. So we're actually going to be doing a slip stitch into that. So instead of, most people are like, oh, I'm just going to do it and whatever, but make sure that you're going to insert your hook into the stitch that you want and make sure that your yarn is going on the other side of you. And then you're going to yarn over, pull through that, and then pull through the little knot that you made. Now, let me get a little bit closer here and we're going to show you that again here. So I still have my slip knot on my hook. You're going to insert your hook, making sure that you put your yarn, your working yarn, on the back side, and then yarn over, pull that up, and then pull it through that loop. And there you have it, a nice slip stitch join. Now you probably could do that slip stitch join and then do a chain or whatnot. It does kind of look a little silly. So my preferred method, if you're doing like a double or half double or treble, is that you do the standing stitch instead. That would be a little bit better than doing this because it kind of looks silly. And that's pretty much it as far as the slip stitch join. It's a clean, seamless join that's perfect for smooth color transitions. All right, so now we're going to go and do this, what is called a weave in as you go. Oh, pardon me. So when we're talking about a weave in as a go, and you'll see me do this quite a bit. I didn't really know that it had a name. I just knew that I liked to tuck my threads in and crochet over them while I'm crocheting, because I don't know about you, I do not like to thread weave in ends. But so the weave in as you go is considered a lifesaver for those of you who dread weaving in ends, just kind of like what I just talked about. So let's go ahead and do let's just do a standing join like we've done previously. So I'm going to go ahead and do the yarn over twice. I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you notice how I kind of did that, so it's kind of underneath that stitch anyway. And then instead of putting those in the back and then crocheting like that, I'm actually going to have you put them in your pathway. So you're going to take those, I kind of pull them to the front so I have more control, and then hold them with my thumb over top as I go. So then you're going to crochet over them. And then by the time you get to the end of the row, those should be considered fairly secure, and then you can cut them and keep on going. So that's pretty much the weave in method. And as you can see, no knots, no loose ends, and you're just going to keep on crocheting and go. That's pretty simple. Now, the last method I'm going to talk about, I don't know that it has a name. Somebody might have a name for it. And the closest thing I have come to this stitch is called the pull-through method. Now, the difference between this method and the pull-through method, what I do, because the pull-through method, let me pull this out a little bit here so that I can demonstrate how the pull-through method is versus what I do. Just something that I like to do, preferably myself. So with the pull-through method on your old yarn, you would stop short of completing it, and then you would pull the new yarn in on those stitches and then keep going. Now, I don't really like that because it just doesn't seem very secure to me. So what I do is I finish my stitch, I pull my yarn out, I put my hook back into those 2 stitches. So as you can see, now my yarn is over here on the right side, like as if I had actually ended the row, right? And you can do this method in the middle of a row, at the beginning of the row, at the end of a row. You can do it any way you want to. So I just put I pull that through, put my hook in there, grab my new yarn, secure it, and go. Then I flip it around and I do the weave-in method. So I pull both of those pieces of yarn together. And just to go. So I'm sure that somebody has somewhere a name. I've never seen it. I just kind of figured it out on my own to do it that way. I actually have a preference for that because I find that it's more secure and it doesn't look as sloppy, I find. But that's me. That's my personal preference. You don't have to follow along just because it's my preference, but that is my preference over the pull-through. But the pull-through method is probably the closest thing that I have found as far as a name goes. We'll just call it the Mo method. How about that? We'll call it the Mo method. Oh, a Mo method. Anyway, so here are a few tips to keep those joins looking flawless. So obviously you're going to weave in your ends securely. If that's the case, you don't necessarily need to if you're doing the weave-in method. Loosen your tension slightly if your joins do feel bulky. I personally, that's why I do the Mo method versus the pull through, because I find that I don't need to worry about my tension as much. In fact, I kind of like it a little bit tighter. I don't like it too loose, but there again, you have to have a fine balance, because if it's too tight, you can't get your hook in it. So, fine balance. All right, and then, well, that's it. There you have it. The 3 simple and seamless ways to change colors in your crochet. Which join will you try first? Drop a comment below, tag me on social media. I love seeing your projects. I would absolutely love to see your projects. I haven't had anybody show me their projects just yet, and I would love to. I want to see what you guys are working on, what's on your hook. I also enjoy seeing those comments because, man, it really helps motivate me, and it helps me understand that I'm doing something that is beneficial for you, that what I'm doing works for you. I don't want to just be throwing something out there just to be throwing something out there. I want to know that it's actually meaningful to somebody. So what's next? Before we jump into more creative joins, we've got a couple more left. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something every crocheter experiences: common beginner mistakes. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to avoid the most common crochet blunders and help you stitch with confidence. After that, we'll go back with the more and fun creative ways to join yarn. We've got a couple left, so make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so that you don't miss out. And until next time, happy crocheting!